Hey everyone, Jamie with Legacy Home Group. While Yvette is off on vacation, I'm going to do our Fact Friday today. Today's Fact Friday is going to be about spring gardening. Okay, like we said, going to do tips and tricks and stuff like that. It's not always going to be real estate related when it comes to the Fact Friday. So we're going to be talking about some spring planting. Now, if you're starting anything from seeds, I hope that you've already done it, because the germination period and everything is going to take you about into Mother's Day weekend, which Mother's Day weekend, they say, is the best time to get plants in the ground or outside in planters and stuff like that, because we never know what the weather's going to do. Okay, it's Kansas City. We just had a deep freeze this last week, right? Temperatures have been pretty nice, and then we had the deep freeze. So right now, the next couple weeks are looking pretty good, but you never know. Okay, so over here, you see my my plants that I have germinating. I have basically a whole salsa kit in here. So tomatoes, tomatillos, jalapenos, red onion. Oh, what else is in here? Cilantro. I also have arugula and spinach and romaine. Okay. I started these. When did I start these? I started these a couple weeks ago. Maybe a week or so ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I forget. But as you see, they're doing really good. This is my arugula. So we're actually starting to get the actual leaf. Okay. So this leaf here is just your kind of starter leaf. Okay. And then I'm actually finally starting to get the leaf of the plant. Okay. So that's my arugula. What you need to do with these, and in order to get them to germinate, you can trick them. All of this stuff, you guys, it doesn't cost a ton. And then doing it from seed is actually less expensive. So that's my goal this year, is to save a little bit of money and everything. Now, I do have them on heat mats. These heat mats, you guys, I think I got 4 of them for like $30 or something on Amazon. Then I got this, the light. This light was like $20. And then I forget exactly how much these trays were and everything. But then you also want to be sure that you're using a nice, good soil, a good seed starting vegetable soil. Something maybe organic and stuff is also good. When you are watering them, you're not going to use a watering can with it, okay? You're going to use a spray bottle. So use a spray bottle. Make sure that the soil is always, always damp, okay? Once it starts getting light like this, it's getting a little too dry, which is kind of crazy because I watered these yesterday. And then you keep the lids on for these. Really, my mother-in-law said something like 3 or 4 inches, or until they're lifting the lids up, okay? Then it's going to be healthy enough, and they should stand to be out of the incubator, essentially, if you want to call it that, okay? So give them nice misting of water, okay? Make sure they get nice and wet. Okay, put your lid back on. They say to use a spray bottle because it mimics rain the most. Check all of them, of course. This is my spinach, I think. And it's not, yeah, that's my spinach. My spinach isn't doing quite as good as my arugula and some of my other plants. I'm not exactly sure why. But this is why I planted so much of each, just in case they decided to not come up. Okay, so giving these some nice water. Okay, and then of course, then just do that for all of them, and make sure you have that heat lamp on them and stuff, and then they should do well. Next, what we're going to show you is your outdoor plants and what to do in the springtime. Okay. Okay, so now we're outside and we're going to look at our perennials. Younger kids and those who haven't really done this stuff, perennials are things that come up every single year. You usually just leave them in the ground and then they'll come up every single year, which I love. Perennials are wonderful. There's some that obviously work a lot better for our environment and everything. One of my favorite perennials to have are hydrangeas. Okay, no, not hydrangeas. I'm sorry. These are hostas. the other H word. So these are hostas. these are our big, these are the big, huge, big leaf hostas, okay? So right now, as you can see, they're coming up. This is big. These will spread, okay? And because they spread out and they multiply and everything, you do have to do what we call splitting every once in a while. So what I will actually do sometime, I was thinking next weekend, because I went for the, that's to hopefully get through some frost and everything. Next weekend, I'm going to split these, and I have several people that are wanting some hostas and stuff, and so they're kind of nice to be able to give away to other people and everything once they're big enough. I've had these in the ground for, about 4 years, something like that. Probably more like 4 years. So they're big and they kind of take over and everything. So again, I'm going to split these. I'll probably split them in half. I might be able to split that other half in half and give to more people and stuff. So I have these over here. And then I have these hostas over here. As you can see, they've really come up with all the nice warm weather that we've had. This right now, you guys, is the perfect time to get mulched down also, okay? Getting mulched down before you're having to actually lift up all the leaves and everything because your plants are all leafed out is the better time to get mulched down and everything. So, but these hostas, again, I'm going to split these up a little bit as well. They're super easy, and hostas are, they survive pretty much anything, you guys. Now, deer really like hostas and stuff, so sometimes you do need to, I need to put a little bit of deer repellent on it. This is a little fun fact. Hosta leaves are actually edible. You can eat it just like salad leaves and stuff like that. I don't. I have not tried it, but it is, they're edible. Didn't know that. But I'll split these up and then give to some neighbors, and I know one of my brothers and stuff are wanting them as well. Okay, so sorry about some of the videography. My daughter's doing it. Some of the other things that are perennials that are nice. This year, I know it looks dead. I did actually a really good job this year, and in the fall, I actually cleaned up my flower beds real nice. I cut back all my hostas and everything. That's why you're not seeing a ton of dead things around in my flower bed, because I actually cleaned it up this fall. Now, this is a hydrangea. I know it looks dead, but it is not. And this will come back this year. This is some of the leaf that's starting to kind of come up a little bit. Looks like it got bit a little bit with the cold weather. Things that are sensitive to the cold and everything, you can always do what we call over mulching. And when you over mulch, it kind of creates that heat blanket and everything. I forget what I have over there. Those might be another kind of hydrangea or something like that. Your other perennials that are really nice and like to come up, these are irises. Irises come up nice and easy. Again, there's something that will completely spread. They will take over. But again, it's something that you can split, give to friends and family and stuff, neighbors and everything. But irises are nice and easy again. I think my grandfather-in-law, he tried to kill some irises and they just wouldn't die. So again, it's something that's nice and easy to take care of. And of course, you want to plant things for what it says to plant. Okay, so then one of my other absolute favorite perennials are lilies. Pretty much any kind of lily you can grow here. These right here are what you call daylilies. They're the ones that are kind of like the littler flowers, and they come up in orange and yellow and red. I think that mine are all red. These that are already flowered out are called narcissus. It's a daisy type of flower. Those again spread again. Anything with a bulb is going to constantly spread. So I can split those up and everything. I actually got those from my grandma's. And then these over here, these are actually more your tiger lilies and stuff. So these will get kind of tall and then have the big orange lily flower on them. Now, one of the flowers that's lily that's not great in our environment are called canna lilies. Those are the Those are the lilies that have the big, huge leaves on them. And then they have the nice flowers that they just flower all summer long and stuff that come out. They're very tropical. They don't do great in our environment. Now, sometimes they can come back up. I took a chance this year to see if ours would come back up because this is a south-facing flower bed. I'm not sure if these are gonna come back up or not, but they're not too terrible to replace if they don't come back up. But I'm just not sure if these are gonna come back up, but they will come back up. What you can do in the fall is you can actually completely dig them up, save the bulbs. Again, that's something that's gonna multiply. So even though you start with like 1 or 2 plants, maybe by the end of the season, you're gonna have like 4 or 5. They multiply very quickly. But it's something that you can dig up in the fall, store them in your garage, make sure they're cleaned off and stuff, make sure they're dry. That way they're not getting moldy, but then you can replant them in the spring. Again, I took a chance. I'm not sure if they're gonna come back or not, but we will see. So I think that's about it. You know, peonies are also perennials. Those are the ones that are the big and typically pink or dark pink, and then they smell really nice and everything. But those are perennials also that do wonderful, and they're just hardy. They'll stick around and everything. I like things that are hardy and are going to stick around. I'm going to be waiting until after Mother's Day to plant all of my planters. So like the ones that I put by my garage door and stuff like that. You don't want to put your planters in too early, okay? I hope this helped all of you guys. I hope it kind of give you some tips and tricks and stuff, and then kind of see what else, you know, other people plant and everything. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter weekend, and we will see you next week.